Hey there. So I am out here in, you know what? I'm not going to say the neighborhood. Let's just say a neighborhood with a golf course because there's a few of those. I don't want her to feel picked on if she sees this video. But this is my fourth or fifth time over the course of the last 2 years coming out to inspect this crawl space for free. Not our annual inspection, just showing up. And here's why. Despite this being a particularly bougie neighborhood, apparently they lose power pretty frequently, or at least this one house does. And every time they lose power, this client gives me a call and says, "Hey, John, we lost power and I'm worried about my crawl space." And I say, "Hey, as soon as the power comes back on, that dehumidifier will turn right back on. It'll turn right back at the same setting. Also, we know from your sensor that your crawl space is just fine." And she says, "Hey, I can't go under there myself. I'm too old. It's a very elderly person. It would just make me feel better if you would come out and take a look at it." And I go, "Yes, ma'am." Here's why. This is not a crazy person. This is not a rude person. This is not an unreasonable person. This is a person who, prior to our work, had to pay a ton of money to have their floors replaced. And they just don't want to deal with it again. And I get that, especially when you're living off a set income, you know? And what I promise my clients when I show up at your house, when I say, "Hey, this is why you should hire us, and this is why we might be more expensive, and this is why we only do one option," the promise I make to every client is, when you hire us, you never need to worry about your crawl space ever again. You chose us, you chose well, you made the right decision, and you paid a premium for it, potentially. Okay, so if I gotta keep showing up a few times a year to make sure that this person feels like she has peace of mind, that she's not gonna have her floors rot out from under her, so be it. So, just thought that was worth sharing.